There's literally hundreds of thousands of pictures on Instagram and other social media of jacked celebrities training in this gym. So I was gonna miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity just because social media was messing with my head, and because in those situations I always think about the old Uranus and not the new one. So it was really Hi folks, it's Uranus from Brussels. Welcome to another video. Today we're talking about gym shyness and how I almost missed out on a once-in-a-lifetime gym opportunity in the jungle gym of Tulum in Mexico because I was too anxious and too self-conscious. By the way, that's the gym that went viral a couple of years ago with all fancy bodybuilders, influencers and athletes making their highly entertaining content right there. Alright, let's get to it. So the jungle gym in Tulum is an exceptional gym that is situated in the eastern part of Mexico. It's really a unique gym because everything is made out of wood, bamboo and stone and is beautifully crafted. It's like a gym straight out of the Flintstones, and it makes for a unique setting and experience. We simply do not have these kinds of gyms here in Belgium. It went viral a couple of years ago and it blew up completely on Instagram, YouTube and other social media, and a lot of influencers have made their crazy videos there. I mean, we're talking about Larry Wheels, Callum Von Moger, Jesse James West, Joe Linder, Brandon Harding. It was so popular they actually opened a second gym in town. So one is on the beach and the other one is in the town. So I went on a holiday in Mexico, and when I learned that the resort I was staying in was less than 20 minutes away from that fancy gym in Tulum, I was immediately excited about going there. I mean, coming from Brussels, I simply will not have that opportunity many times in my life. You know, it's not every day I'm in Mexico, in Tulum. But then the fear actually came in. For days I was thinking, wait a minute Uranus, you're not as strong as Larry Wheels, you don't have the genetics of Von Moger, and you're certainly not as lean, as funny as Joe Linder. What the hell are you thinking? You're gonna make a fool out of yourself and you're going to be the smallest guy in that freaking gym. There's literally hundreds of thousands of pictures on Instagram and other social media of jacked celebrities training in this gym. So I was gonna miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity just because social media was messing with my head, and because in those situations I always think about the old Uranus and not the new one. So it was really messing with my mind. With my health issues and all, I really used to be shy, so I had to sit down and remember why I started and from which situation I come from. I had to remember that no matter who is in the gym, no matter what they're lifting, it's always you versus you in there. Even if I was the smallest, it doesn't matter. What matters is what I see in the mirror, what I saw yesterday and what I'm going to see tomorrow, by always trying to do one more rep and by lifting harder than last time. Instagram is nice, but it doesn't always reflect reality, and it can really have a bad influence on yourself if you keep on comparing yourself with other people. There's no point into feeling bad about yourself because of what you see on social media, really. So I got out of my comfort zone, and on my very last day of holiday I said, fuck it, I'm going. So I went to the one in town where it's $15 for one workout instead of $30, and it's actually much easier to work out there because it's much bigger and it's less crowded. So, and I have to say, I really had a blast in there, and I will show you a bit around the gym. And it was all amazing to use all of this equipment made of stone, wood and bamboo, and also the people that were working there were extremely nice. All the dumbbells are made from wood and from stone, and some of them are really huge to use and not always very practical. You have to watch out not to hit your own head, your own big head when you're using them, and also when you're putting them down, you can't slam them down. Now, a lot of things look really magnificent on pictures, but they're not as practical as you would think to use. Like take this bench press for example. Now it looked amazing, and it was made out of bamboo, and the weights were in bags on the sides where you had to put stones in the bags and load them like that. It was very nice to look at, but it wasn't that practical to use because the bar was very thick, so you needed strongman hands to be able to hold it. And also when you were benching, the weights on the sides were swinging, so it was actually not very stable, and it was working your stabilization muscle. So in other words, I fucked up my shoulder, of course. They had this really big open space with benches and free weights that go as heavy as you want. They had 3 squat racks with all the plates made of wood, and they also had 2 beautiful leg presses made almost entirely out of wood too. Now I'll be honest, I'm a pussy when it comes to training legs when I'm on holiday, so I didn't try any of the leg exercises. But my girlfriend did it, and yeah, like any woman, they look magnificent where they're doing squats, don't they? Now, they also had a lot of EZ bars, and they went up to almost 60 kilos, so that's for when Larry Wheels is coming there to train. They also had these really big zones with pulley systems where you can do all sorts of exercises, and the concept is always the same. You have a rope and a basket, and you have to put stones in those baskets to have the pulley system working. It all looked beautiful, and I really had a great time, and I had some fun with some Americans that were there. They shared the same enthusiasm as we did, and in the end everybody started to work out shirtless, which is allowed there, and it all was a great experience. I ended my workout by taking a 10-minute ice bath, and it was just amazing. It was the cherry on the icing. I really wish we had these kinds of gyms here in Belgium, man. So the moral of the story is to not compare yourself with people on social media, because you will end up frustrated and feeling like shit, because you're always comparing yourself with people that are on top of their game. Also, most pictures are taken with the best angles, the best lighting and so on, and they don't always tell the reality behind the pictures. Like for example, the fact that in that gym you actually had to fight off hordes of mosquitoes that were trying to eat you all the time. Alright, that was it for this video. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you have some experience with gym shyness, gym anxiety, and how you got out of your comfort zone. Subscribe and catch you on the next one. Uranus out. What do you mean Peninsula? It's on the eastern part.
Yeah, but you don't say the eastern part. It's like saying like you have, I don't know, Pyrenees Peninsula or stuff like that in Europe. There you have Yucatan Peninsula.
Ok.
Eastern part, but everybody knows what is Yucatan Peninsula. Bye.
Enfin, c'est à droite quoi.